With the world still reeling from the horrific terrorist attacks carried out in Africa, Asia, Europe and Australia, the Boycott, Disinvestment and Sanctions Movement, BDS, has announced that it will be bringing notorious plane hijacker Leila Khaled to South Africa as its guest next month. The South African Jewish Board of Deputies in particular are shocked by this news. I'm joined over Skype by Mary Klook to discuss the matter further. Mary, this is quite a statement the BDS are making.
Well, I assume it's true. I've seen their sort of billing of the event, and they're promoting the event as a roadshow. She's going to be in all the major centres in South Africa. The plan, as I understand it, is sort of in the making and definitely going to be happening. And yes, of course, I agree with you that it is shocking. I mean, it's shocking on any level, but in light of what we've just been living through in the past few weeks, it seems even more appalling that a person is, and BDS are billing her as a hijack heroine. For me, that's a bit of an oxymoron. I'm not sure how a person can be perceived as such, and that is what they're billing her as, a hijack heroine. And the photo image is her brandishing an AK-47, which is a deeply disturbing image, given the experiences and the awful situation that the world is coming off in the last few weeks.
Mary, what more can you tell us about Leila Khaled? I mean, how is a convicted plane hijacker still allowed to fly on airplanes?
I'm not able to, answer questions around air security, or I've got the same questions that you do. For me and for the Board of Deputies, what she's coming here for and what her messaging is remains to be seen when she arrives. But based on what the history of her experiences and her ideology, and how BDS are unashamedly billing her, that's the problem. What I know about her and how she can be allowed to get through any security issues, that's not anything I can comment on. I can only comment on her historical ideology, what she claims to espouse as a solution for the conflict in the Middle East. Those are the issues that I find and we find problematic.
Mary, just going back to the Woolworths saga, of course, BDS also protested against the recently at the Woolworths AGM, Woolworths trading with Israel, and Woolworths stood firm. They're going to continue to trade with Israel. Do you think this is now a response to that they're trying to make a statement because they obviously didn't win that battle?
Who, Leila Khaled?
Yes, bringing Leila Khaled into South Africa.
I don't know. I think that they've had visiting people to sort of support their cause and had visitors before. I'm not sure what their strategies are. I just know that the process of trying to target Woolworths, who are a credible and proud retailers in this country, was foolhardy in my opinion, and it proved to be that it had actually nothing to do with the products at Woolworths. When the pig's head arrived, it had a message that there's a perception that Woolworths is has some Jewish connections, so despite the fact that it's a national organization, with shareholders from a wide spectrum of South African society. And I think that we understand that there's an anti-Semitic undertone to all this activity, which is regrettable. But we will fight that, and we will not accept that any form of anti-Semitism in any country, but in particular in South Africa, where we have fought so hard for the rights of all South Africans. And as we quote, Nelson Mandela has said it, and it's been quoted by many other people, South Africa belongs to all who live in it. And we as Jewish community want to be active citizens of this beautiful country, and we want to play our part as South Africans. And we're not going to be intimidated by BDS who have an anti-Semitic agenda at all.
Okay. Mary, final question. Have you, since you got word of Leila Khaled being invited to South Africa, have you tried to engage with BDS to just to debate the issue, or just to try and get a sense of well, if there's any truth to this, and what their sort of intentions are?
No, other than I've had notification, I've seen a circular from BDS advertising the trip, and so I think unless it's cancelled, the expectation is that she is coming. I don't know why she wouldn't. And our experience in the past in terms of debates, or I'm always happy to engage with anybody, dialogue with anybody, but in the light of finding out why they think that Layla Khaled is a hijacking hero, I think I know the answer, and I don't think it would be worth my while to necessarily ask them specific questions around her visit. But in terms of engaging, I am a great believer that the only way that we will ever find peaceful resolution to all our issues is through dialogue.